Dr. Francis Kwame Nkuruma was a Ghanaian politician, political theorist, and revolutionary. He was the first Prime Minister and President of Ghana, having led the Gold Coast to independence from Britain in 1957. An influential advocate of Pan-Africanism, Nkrumah was a founding member of the Organization of African Unity and winner of the Lenin Peace Prize from the Soviet Union in 1962. Welcome to R&I TV, the Did You Know segment, and today we are going to talk about Africa's most powerful political leaders during the pre-colonial period. Kwame Nkuruma was born on 21st September 1909 in Nkroful, Gold Coast, the current Ghana. Nkroful was a small village in Zema area in the southwest of the Gold Coast, close to the frontier with the French colony of the Ivory Coast. His father did not live with the family but worked in Half Assini, where he pursued his goldsmith business until his death. Kwame Nkuruma was raised by his mother and his extended family, who lived together traditionally, with more distant relatives often visiting. He lived a carefree childhood spent in the village, in the bush, and on the nearby sea. By the naming customs of the Akan people, he was given the name Kwame, the name given to males born on Saturday. During his years as a student in the United States, though he was known as Francis Nuia Kofi Nkuruma, Kofi being the name given to males born on Fridays. He later changed his name to Kwame Nkuruma in 1945 in the UK, preferring the name Kwame. According to the Ebenezer Obiri Ado, in his study of the future president, the name Nkuruma, a name traditionally given to a ninth child, indicates that Kwame probably held that place in the house of his father, who had several wives. His father, Opanyin Kofi Nwiana Ngoloma, came from the Nkroful belonging to the Akan tribe of the Asona clan. Sources indicated that Ngoloma stayed at Twarkama Nswaim and they dealt in the goldsmith business. In addition, Ngoloma was respected for his wise counsel by those who sought his advice on traditional issues and domestic affairs. He died in 1927. Kwame was the only child of his mother. Nkuruma's mother sent him to the elementary school run by a Catholic mission at Half Assini, where he proved an adept student. A German Roman Catholic priest by the name George Fischer was said to have profoundly influenced his elementary school education, although his mother, whose name was Elizabeth Nyaniba, later stated his year of birth was 1912. Nkuruma wrote that he was born on 21st September 1909. Nyaniba, who hailed the Nswaim and belongs to the Agwana family, was a fishmonger and a petty trader when she married his father. 8 days after his birth, his father named him as Francis Nuia Kofi after a relative, but his parents named him as Francis Kwame Ngoloma. He progressed through the 10-year elementary program in 8 years. By about 1925, he was a student teacher in the school, and he had been baptized into the Catholic faith. While at the school, he was noticed by the Reverend Alec Garden Fraser, a principal of the Government Training College, soon to become a Chimota School in the Gold Coast's capital. Accra Fraser arranged for Nkuruma to train as a teacher at his school. Here, Columbia-educated Deputy Headmaster Kwegir Agri exposed him to the ideas of Marcus Garvey and W.E.B. Du Bois. Agri Fraser and other Achimota thought that there should be close cooperation between the races in government, the Gold Coast, but Nkuruma, echoing Garvey, soon came to believe that only when the black race governed itself could there be harmony between the races. After obtaining his teacher's certificate from the Prince Wales College at Achimota in 1930, Nkuruma was given a teaching post at the Roman Catholic Primary School in Elmina in 1931. After a year there, was made headmaster of the school at Asim. In Asim, he started to get involved in politics and founded the Nzima Literary Society. In 1933, he was appointed a teacher at the Catholic Seminary at Amisano. Although the life there was strict, he liked it and considered becoming a Jesuit. Nkuruma had heard journalist and future Nigerian President Nnamdi Azikiwe speak while a student at Achimota. The two men met at Azikiwe's influence increased Nkuruma's interest in black nationalism. The young teacher decided to further his education. Azikiwe had attended Lincoln University, a historically black college in Chester County, Pennsylvania, west of Philadelphia, and he advised Nkuruma to enroll there. Nkuruma, who had failed the entrance examination for London University, gained funds for the trip and his education from relatives. He traveled by way of Britain, where he learned to his outrage of Italy's invasion of Ethiopia, one of the few independent African nations. He arrived in the United States in October 1935.